Good to go.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Thursday. What's happening, man?
Not much, man. How are you?
Man, you know I can't call it. It's Thursday. I came straight home, man. I got a new Blackstone griddle. Cooked some smash burgers for the wife this weekend.
Man, it's been a good week for me, man.
Oh yeah,
real good week. But want to let them know why we here?
Hey, so it's been a good week. Hey, I'm glad. What you, Prince?
Well, fall season's upon us, and you got to get it in when you're grubbing down at the home, whipping up some mashed potatoes and stuff like that, getting off of work and just want to sit back and chill and play one of the console games or one of the arcades we have at home. So that's what I'm doing this week.
I ain't mad at it. We got Liliana. Hey, how you doing? We got Toxin. The gang's all here. We in the building. So today, man, without further ado, man, because Mensa told me I got a time limit. He said he's going to pull my coat. Y'all done been in the Baptist church, in the black community, and you see people throwing that church finger up like, hey, pastor, hey. And then the pastor say, what? I'm about to wrap it up. One more. Let me get to my last point. So Mensa told me he's going to throw the church finger up on me, but I wanted to tap in. Everybody know I used to be on Old School Gamer Live. But I tell you what, I'm on to some new adventures, so to speak. But I'm still good with Ryan Berger. I still support his mission. As you can see here, man, I got my magazine back from when I met Billy Mitchell at the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. And that was the first time I actually got a magazine. That was in Los Angeles. And that's when I met Ryan way back when. He's got a Kickstarter, Mensa, and I don't know about you, but I hadn't really seen too much of a push. I seen more recently.
Yes.
And as we know with Kickstarter, that if you don't hit the goal, guess what? You don't get the dough.
All or none.
All or nothing, baby. So pull up for me to Kickstarter. I want to talk about that because I want to see who got some deep pockets. I want to see who's going to match me because I'm doing my shit live. So I want to see who's going to check in. So right now, and I talked to Ryan this week, myself, Mensa, Prince, we talked to him. Stephen Haywood, we saw where his head is at and seen what the goal is, what the mission is. And from that conversation to now, he's already at 18,000. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think we saw it jump about 5,000 after we got off the phones and made our calls.
Hey, look, we like Santa Claus. We making a list and we checking it twice. We tapped in with everybody. Haywood. I'm gonna call Haywood. I got the Don on my name. I'm gonna call him Don Corleone because he got on
this man right here.
We need some money. So, and sorry, Haywood, if you start getting messages from people, hey, we heard you the money, man. We heard you write some money. Right now, he's at 187 backers. We got 4 days to go. He's trying to get 20,000, man. And he's at
20,000, guys.
He's at 18-2. So, Liliana, I agree. We got this. I know Will from JLS Gaming. Shout out to Will. I know he's got some articles coming. I know his kid has a business that's going to be featured in the magazine. So, I want to see that come to fruition. Let's make sure that we support this. I'll kick it off, and I'm gonna go around the horn and tell and get everybody else's perspective as to why physical media is important. So I'm gonna tap in and I'm gonna talk about when I used to, and I still have my my Nintendo magazine.
Yes.
That was the only way that you got information, fellas.
Oh, I'm sorry about this.
We hear Ryan yap about.
Yeah, that did that. I apologize.
So the only way you could get tips, tricks, information, if you wanted to have the competitive edge, guess what you needed? You needed that Nintendo Power magazine because you could have been like me. I was broke, and I would get on the bus and people talking about, hey, man, the magic whistle and the warp whistle in 3. If you didn't see the wizard, which I saw the wizard, so I knew about it. But if you didn't see the wizard and if you didn't have Nintendo Power, guess what? You in the dust. You in the dark. You got people talking about shit you ain't even seen. So that was the key to having that magazine. And it ain't nothing like going use the bathroom, sorry about being graphic, and having that magazine rack.
Yep.
In my house, fellas, we had a coffee table. And you know what was on that coffee table? We had Jet magazine. We had Ebony magazine. And my mama had Essence magazine. And it was nothing like young Creole picking up that Jet magazine. And what I used to do, fellas, I would turn to the beauty of the week and say,
Page number 43, the Jet magazine.
turn to the and Game and Fridge brought up Electronic Gaming Monthly. And what magazine had a free disc that came with it? That was PlayStation magazine.
PlayStation Underground, man.
Yeah.
PlayStation Underground, man.
I got a bunch of them in the garage.
Wasn't nothing like getting a physical magazine. And I ain't just talking. I ain't shilling. I actually own. I'm a paid subscriber. I got mine plastered in my man cave. But there's nothing like picking up a physical magazine, reading it, seeing the glossy cover. These pages are glossy. It ain't cheap. Ryan has really put effort in. When I was doing his show, man, the dude would be teaching. He would get off work teaching, and guess what he'll do? He'll try to make the show, give his input, and then he'll go back to tutoring kids. This is a labor of love, guys. This ain't him trying to be rich. He ain't trying to be Bill Gates off of this. He really is passionate about gaming. Ryan owns systems. So the stuff that he talks about in here ain't nothing he Googling, and ain't no Wikipedia, and ain't no Chat GPT. He actually owns these consoles, and he writes about them. So, fellas, man, what does that mean to have something physical? And then I know, Mensa, you about to chime in on something, but I want to know what physical means to you.
Let us know. I don't know about you, but I'm a physical guy. I'm one of the last holdouts of the digital. It's something just about for me being more nostalgic. I love to have something that I can call my own. I feel when it's digital, it's not mine. It could be taken away at any time. So I like that. I like holding on to something and having it in my hands.
What about you, Prince?
Yeah, man. I just love the fact that when you get that fresh copy in your hand from the mail, you just flip through it, and then that smell. And then what also resonates from it is that, like, when you're looking at any of these developers that, decide to make content for the magazine, they get to be relevant to the community, the gaming community, and share their wealth of what's coming out into the gaming world. You get a plethora of information, about new game titles, and more interest that's going to come to whatever system, like at games, Nintendo's, Epics, or whatever. So it's like, that's the real great value of having that magazine in your hand, other than, if you could get the digital copy.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you one thing, guys, that I hadn't mentioned. One of the things that I like about Old School Gamer magazine is the fact that a lot of these old, and Prince touched on something key here, a lot of these old developers and a lot of these older game designers, they getting featured. They've been in obscurity. I don't want to be mean, but who knew if they would ever talk to a Tim Kitzrow? I mean, I got a chance to interview him before, and the dude, man, just to hear him say he's on fire, that's everybody's childhood, man. Yeah. So who would have thought that we would ever know who that guy is? I remember as a kid saying, well, who the hell is this person saying he's on fire? Like, I always wondered that. Who are these voice actors?
Iconic. And these folks are getting a new life because of the magazine. Like I said, they're getting featured. Paul Niemeyer, all these folks are getting new features. They're getting gigs now. They're going to these conventions. And you'll see Ryan and them. I mean, they be at the conventions with referee jerseys on that have Old School Gamer on there. And a lot of those folks is like a traveling circuit, like you guys seen with Tech Buzz. These groups of individuals, they go to these different cons and shows, and this is just breathing new life. It's a lot of old games, a lot of old devs, a lot of old influencers. Think about Billy Mitchell, Steve Sanders. These guys were celebrities in the 1980s. Now go figure that. Billy Mitchell ain't still getting mentioned, regardless of how you feel about that guy. whether he cheated, whether he used man. I don't give a damn. He got whatever points he got on Donkey Kong. I can't do it.
No.
So
Too hard for
whatever
me.
it is, he did it. But
I'll watch him do it.
I watched him. So for Billy Mitchell to be a teenager, and I got the original Time magazine. For Billy Mitchell to be a teenager in the 80s, get featured about a damn video game in 1982, January 83, I think it was, 82. And for him to still be doing shows and cons and stuff, to me, that's a big deal. And these magazines like this and this group of folks keeps that relevant. So
let me add and say, I went to a con out in Syracuse, New York, and just meeting all of these guys in person that have been in the magazine or have not, they're generally nice. They want to acknowledge the gaming public and all of you guys out there. So for you guys to link up, like for instance, and shout out to Chris Williams and Renzo, the creators of Heavy Metal Titans, they were able to make a relationship and with Tim Kitzrow and get him on their game. So like, just imagine all the possibilities just by getting this magazine, you being a fan at home and just subscribing or, supporting the Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's a big deal, man. I mean, for the Renzo and them to get him in that game, I mean, you can't trade that in.
No.
Mm-mm.
That's forever in your game.
Yeah, immortalized. That's what I like to call it.
So, Mensa,
Yes.
my question to you is,
Yes.
let's pull this Kickstarter up.
All right.
I'm talk about what level I'm going to do, and I'm going to challenge. I'm putting out an APB. I'm challenging people. I'm about to see who's going to match me live. So the level I'm looking at, so if we scroll down here, so you have a $15 level, I think, if you just want to help. If you see, this is the thing about Kickstarters, this one in particular, the $15, if you ain't even got much, you can throw 15 on it, get you a t-shirt. T-shirts are nice.
Oh, yeah.
So we got a t-shirt at 15.
Yeah, you get your 1 year digital subscription at 20. You get 1 year print and digital for 50. Then you get a lifetime one. That's a $95 deal there. I mean, that's still under $100.
Digital.
And then this is the one that got my attention.
Yeah, this one's interesting.
Yeah, the 160 or the 175, because you get,
this one's new.
You say what?
The 160 is new.
It's new. Oh, that's right. That's a new one. Yeah.
If you pledge 160, you'll get a Andstream subscription as well.
That's key.
That's a big deal, guys.
Good. That is good.
Because I pay, Airstream is like clockwork. They charging my American Express every month, taking their money. They're going to get theirs. So if you got to get that free and you did the levels, to me, that's a win.
That's not just, look at this. It's a lifetime account.
Yeah, I think I'm
Andstream Arcade. Come on. Whoa, what? That's pretty cool.
Then you got 175, which gives you a board position. Now this is good too, because Ryan puts you in this group, and I'm in the group from last Kickstarter.
Mm-hmm.
And in that group, you got the Billy Mitchells, you got all these different influencers, I call them. These folks are advisors to the magazine, so you get to get FaceTime and get to chop it up.
Wow.
Offer suggestions on how to, provide better content. You get that option in that group, so that's another good deal.
I think the details are on.
You got to realize too that opens you up to networking, and that's crazy already. Like the connections. Why not?
Yeah, I agree with Steven. I do think that it should be. I don't think it's too late now, but he should have a joint shirt year sub level. I think that would be good, because just the shirt, the 15. But I think Steven, his thought process was, if you only had a couple bucks, we still gonna give you something. So I think that might be his thought process on the $15 level. But Mensa, the featured one, I might want to get featured. What's that?
Yeah, so at $450, you'll get a feature. You get to choose basically like a celebrity or a collector. And who says that collector can't be you? You'll get a 1 to 2 page article feature, and then you get basically all the other prior perks, which was the getting on the board, being part of the basically a private group to give your input, and I believe for the duration of the year or however long, you'll always get a credits in the magazine of a thank you.
So, man, I'll tell you this. Fit 6 said it's all about physical media. Print, that is. Hey, I'm with you, 6, and I'm going to tell you what changed my mind. I've got my stack stereo, right? And I'm listening back to my CDs and records, and I'm like, the songs sound way better on this stack stereo than Spotify. And I'm like, you know what? While it's convenient to stream movies and music and digital books, it ain't nothing like having a physical book, listening to a physical CD or record or cassette tape, or having a Blu-ray or VHS, well, not VHS, but maybe a physical Blu-ray or a DVD. It'll show better sometimes than the streaming service. So
now, though we're pushing physical, we have the whole point of Ryan's magazine is also not just to cater to us, but to the new. So we also do have digital,
right?
And as you guys can see, this is an example. This is a September's issue, and you get a high quality.
Yeah, it's high res for sure.
And this is you guys get a preview. Sorry, Ryan, but this will help of the magazine.
Yeah, I think the magazine is good, man. I think there's a lot that he can do with this. And those in the chat chime in if you ever seen Old School Gamer magazines in person. I think it's a lot more he's doing a lot, but I see a whole bunch of things that he could do with this. Tech Buzz said Torque, he'll be there in November. Y'all tap in. Show if y'all going to Torque, tap in. JLS, I think I'm getting charged like $12 a month for Antstream. So
speaking of JLS, thank you very much. Also, guys, we'll be giving a giveaway at the end of this stream. We'll tell you the hashtag to put in. It'll be thanks to JLS Gaming.
Shout out to JLS.
The giveaway will be a 2024 PS5 Madden.
Hey, so I don't even have it yet. So hey, can I get in
around? Tell your friends if they want to get PS5 Madden.
Because I still don't have Madden. So guys, y'all all read the magazine. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna go around the horn. What do you want to see is the question in the future for Old School Gamer magazine? I'll start off. I would like to see a revamped website. I want it to be more user friendly.
Yeah, it's
a little busy, Yeah. And Ryan is what I like about Ryan is receptive to feedback. Somebody like my father always tell me, somebody could always tell you something. You don't know that much. I don't care who you are.
Yes.
So I respect the fact that Ryan is open to feedback. I would like to see some I ain't gonna say modern, but I want to see some maybe PlayStation, Dreamcast coverage, because it's a lot of Intellivision. It's a lot of, and don't get me wrong, those are good systems, but I would like to see some more modern retro. And I think I could contribute to that. So I think I might throw an article in there. I'm not just going to talk about it. I'll be about it.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Retro to some folks is just Atari. But you got these younger kids coming around. Retro's PlayStation 1 now.
Hey,
PlayStation 2, it's retro.
Good point. Good point.
We got to keep up.
Yeah. So while I do like Atari, I own still my 2600 wood grain, but hey, I want to see some maybe Dreamcast or some other stuff. What about you, Prince?
I'd like to see more articles from these new independent developers in this new style of gaming, the retro modern video games. We'd experienced that on the arcade a little bit when they had Donut Dodo, and that was very successful for that platform. Other than that, PlayStation had a number of other retro titles too. I can't name offhand, But more developers like that, more independent developers using the machines such as Godot, Unreal, Unity, and stuff like that, I would love to see come to the magazine and popularize their game. Because truth unknown to a lot of people is when you go into these stores, these gaming stores like the Nintendos and the Xbox stores, the PlayStation Network store, most of these games that get released by these independent developers get buried under all of the AAA titles.
Oh yeah,
You don't know about them. So being in this magazine right now and doing an article or having your game on the front page, oh man, phenomenal. We learn more about your game and you become more successful, and you and Old School Gamer magazine is becoming successful.
What it be about you, Mensa? Thanks for that insight, Prince. That's a good one. I hope Ryan, we're gonna send you the link if you're not in the chat already. But Mensa, what you think?
You're gonna have to refresh me. I'm sorry, I was paying attention to the chat.
Oh yeah, I know that's a tough job. So what I'm asking is, what do you want to see in the future for Old School Gamer magazine? So I said I want to see more modern retro, like Dreamcast.
Yeah. When I stopped, my modern or my nostalgia wasn't just Nintendo. It was like, as we were saying, PlayStation. You know, like I had the PlayStation Underground, whatnot. So I mean, I think we can get up there to the Xboxes and the 360s and like I don't think there's a limit to what we can talk about for the gaming space. I think it's subjective what is retro, but yeah, I would like to see more modern, what I consider modern.
So I'm gonna take a little moment to address the chat here. So we
Prince,
got
once you're done.
Oh, my bad. I ain't see Prince finger. Go ahead, Prince.
I think this is a golden idea for Old School Gamer Live. Thank me later. In the fashion where Messiah was talking about how, like in the PlayStation Underground magazine, the magazine came with demo disc, right?
Right.
Why not a QR code from these independent developers, right? And it's like a slide-in card inside the magazine. Any one of you developers want to make a QR code or one of those scratch-off card codes like they have for PlayStation, insert into the magazine for like a free demo of your game.
Ryan, are you listening to this shit? Say that again, Prince. A QR code. Give these devs, indie devs, an opportunity to get their game out, and it's excitement. Oh man, what game I'm gonna get this month?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I was that guy. Like I would go straight to the disc.
Yeah,
to the disc, and then I would read and take my time for the magazine after I jumped. Because if I went to Barnes and Noble or something, I went straight to what's on the disc. I needed to know what they're covering on that disc.
So Tech Buzz said he got an idea for an article on collecting the complete NES collection. He knows a guy. Well, I think I know one too. I think that'll be an excellent article. So I'm challenging Tech Buzz to a 450 level Kickstarter. I'm challenging P-Dubs. So y'all go clip it. Let him know I said it. I'm challenging P-Dubs. Michael B, go into them super chat pockets. I'm challenging you to 450 so you can get a feature on how to be successful at YouTube, because you've been doing it for years. You've been Michael B, 12 years, 10 years, 12 years. So I would like to see an article on how did you maintain that long. Who else I missed? 19K Fox. Bobby Boo, tap in. I want to see how review makes these mods. I want to see how he mod a cabinet. I want to see BCom. I'm challenging you. I want to get you featured. 450.
Bobby Vu.
Yes, Bobby, man.
Canada
the modern king.
Canada Phil versus Michael B. I'll pay to see that. I will pay. You know what, Mensa? We should make that a show, an episode of Off the Cuff. We get Canada Phil in, we get Michael B, and we see who is the best Canadian pinballer. I'm gonna say Canada Phil.
I'm gonna have to put my money on Phil, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna say legend. Phil know his way around that pinball machine. So I don't know. Michael B. Oof. I'm sorry. Who we got? Let's address the chat real quick. We got Carl Lowe in the building. What's up, Carl
yes.
Lowe? We got To Die For Clean Like a Mother. We got Gamer Fridge. We got Tech Buzz. We got JLS. We got Canada Phil, our boy. And I seen Dragon in here. Man, everybody's in here. Shane is in here. What's up, Shane? If you guys don't know, Shane is a good DJ. Him and his brother, they do a musical stream on the weekend. You can go rock out, listen to hip hop, rock, yacht rock, whatever you want to hear. They take requests. Prince Malcolm, we need to get you through there. She-Line Gaming, what's happening with you? She-Line, hey, I need some help with my Hydro Thunder cab. We'll chat later. Good to see everybody out here.
Oh, we got 4K.
Well, damn, Bobby. Bobby said, forget pinball. Well, we'll see when that 4K L. We're gonna see what Bobby talking in a couple months, Phil.
Should we plug in this? What do we got here?
Yeah,
we got a message from Ryan himself.
Play
this
Ryan.
Is brand new. All right, let's see what we got here. Can y'all hear this?
Yeah, crank it up.
All right. How we sounding?
Yeah, I go all the way with it.
Hi there, my name is Ryan Berger. I'm the publisher of Old School Gamer Magazine. This is my day job. I'm a high school computer teacher in Perry, Iowa. Love my job here and have no aspirations of being here to do the magazine full time, but I'd like to get the magazine going even bigger so we can do even more within the industry. We're currently on our Kickstarter. We're just short of the 20K goal. We're really going for 30 or 35K, but we're at 20 right now. We're about to hit that, and I'm excited that we're going to be keeping on going. The 20K funds us printing 4 issues of the magazine. We usually do 6 issues a year, but 4 issues at 20K basically covers our print cost of the basic portion of the magazine. So we'd like to go up to 30K to do 6 issues like we have for the previous 6 years. For current subscribers, you can renew via this method and we'll update stuff in the system. But even more importantly, spread the word to all your friends that are going out there. So let's keep on going. Let's hit those goals and let's keep Old School Gamer out there documenting the history and celebrating it. Thanks.
Join our journey. Share this campaign with fellow retro enthusiasts and pledge now. Let's ensure that Old School Gamer Magazine keeps the golden age of gaming alive and thriving.
Man, you know what I was thinking when I was listening to Ryan's message? Some other things that I would like to see. I would like to see Ryan or any contributors to the magazine discuss retro gaming products, old CRTs. Why the hell does it cost me $1,000 for a Trinitron? We already know why, but I want to see some 6. Where's 6 at? 6 owns a Sony Trinitron. I want 6 Productions to do an article. I'm challenging 6 live. Y'all heard it. 6, I want you to talk about why a Sony Trinitron is the most coveted TV in the community. Is that Chi-Town commercial? Oh man!
But I
want to see that 6. By the way,
I was talking to a good friend, and they were showing off it's a hardware peripheral, and it's like a capture card. But this capture card can, in real time, can change up the, I got to get my terminology together, but the dynamics of the screen, so they can emulate like a perfect CRT. Like
I need that.
Yeah, it's wow. It's something to catch up on. But, technology now, man, like we may not even need those little ones.
Hey, but then you got the people like 6. 6 gave me hell, man, because I sent him a picture of me playing with a send-in light gun on a modern TV.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
He told me that there's only one way to play Duck Hunt, and playing on a 92-inch projector screen ain't it. So we got these elitists out here, gatekeeping 6 Productions, gatekeeping the retro communities, telling me that I'm not retro because I'm playing on a projector and a send-in light gun.
You're not playing Atari on a broken Atari stick. You ain't playing Atari.
Yeah. Come on, man. Hey, what y'all think about that, man? You got these purists out there, like 6. What y'all think about that? Are you doing it a disservice if you're not playing it correctly? I'm curious on that.
Yeah, it was something notable what he said at the end of that YouTube, the golden age. of gaming. Is that what people consider the golden age?
Ooh,
That
let's
time
talk
lock?
about that, Mensa. Kick that off, Mensa, because I got a comment on that. What's your thoughts on what is the golden age to you? Because I know Ryan's gonna say in television, ColecoVision. That's not my nostalgia. I'm sorry, but
right. And that's the generational gap. So I'm a Toys R Us kid.
Hey,
and it for me it was that transitional period. So I'm gonna have to go to the Dreamcast era.
oh shit! They're gonna be mad at you, Print. They're gonna be upset with you. You said Dreamcast is golden era. Oh shit! Chat.
I'm that guy.
Put it in the chat.
I know this is gonna hurt people with with back in the tech or the PlayStation 1 era, the 3D fighting. I'm a Dreamcast man.
Prince, what you think, man?
So I would say it would be in between that wedge, exiting out from Atari, where the gaming community was in a collapse, going into the NES and Sega Master System. I would say that's the golden era to me.
Okay, so I'm aligning with Prince Malcolm. I think that's what I would consider golden era. You said what? Sega Master System, NES, SNES.
Was that because it was like groundbreaking to you, or?
For me, groundbreaking. Because of the fact that like you had marquee games like a RoboCop, Ninja Turtles, Superman for the NES, even though it wasn't that great, but it's those licensed titles that you couldn't get on an Atari. And then Midway, when you had it on Sega Master System, even though the system was plentiful, powerful than the NES, the NES was just a wave maker.
But see, for me, for the Dreamcast, it had the 4 ports for the controllers. You got the golden standard, the CD. You had a dedicated online system from the company itself, like AOL Online. It was the Sega stuff. You had a modem for it. You had a mouse. You had a keyboard. You could access the browser, the internet. It had a microphone. It was this fish game, and you could talk to it with the AI and stuff. It was wild stuff. The controllers were revolutionary for me. It had a LCD screen that you could remove, and then you could play Tamagotchi on it, and then you could re-download it back to the game for Sonic. Like, it's just too much going on for me. That nothing could touch it.
So that says a lot about Mensa. You know what I just learned about Mensa just now? He's a technical guy. So Mensa cared less about anything else, but he looked at what? What did you hear in his message just now? He looked at the tech specs. Hey, I got 4 ports. Hey, they got a VGA in the controller. Hey, it's got Sega Channel online service.
It connected me to the world because I didn't have a crazy personal computer. So by getting on, I was able to go on IRC, and talk to my friends.
That's crazy.
Without the Dreamcast, I was stuck in a hole, guard nukes without, connection.
So Mensa brought up a good point. He said that the Dreamcast made him open to the world, whereas somebody who was playing computer games, they may not feel that way. They were already open to the world, right? So they may not think. So that's why I love these different perspectives, and that's what makes the magazine great.
Don't feel.
Canada Phil, let me touch on Canada. Canada Phil said he don't want to hear from nobody under 45. Come on, Canada. He said 45 and up, he wants their perspective. And he's saying, what did he say? ColecoVision? What did he say? Golden age that truly blew his mind was PS1. Oof.
For the Commodore 64, you gotta be 64.
Hey, you know what? Look, Glenn, you know who talks about those? Glenn Planamino. He don't talk about shit else but that era, and that's fine. But because he's a Gen Xer, he said. So he's like
right here, man. What this man said.
Steven's coming.
How powerful the system. Pop open that Sonic game and tell me that doesn't compete.
I agree.
Still today, what was made.
I agree.
That
NFL 2K
Sonic is smooth.
NFL 2K1 looks better than Madden right now.
The VMUs.
It's so crazy you mentioned about the Dreamcast because a lot of people saying, "Well, where's our Dreamcast mini?" And like they're saying, it's hard to emulate and get that thing together. So,
you know how cool this VMU was? I would play virtual tennis, and I was so cocky. I turned my back, and the reason is because you could play Pong on it. And that was the map of the ball. So I would turn around and play Pong and beat people on the screen playing virtual tennis.
Ooh, that's funny.
And then when you played the football games, you picked your plays on the VMU, so people couldn't cheat and know what you were about to do.
That's what I liked about
the game a whole other level.
Because that was the crutch, Mensa, in Tecmo Bowl. I would look at my brother's screen because I'm looking at his side. He about to run with Bo Jackson, or he about to throw to this Jerry Rice. So I knew what play he was picking. It was going to be up and then A, down, B, right A. And so I already knew the plays. But like you said,
these things were revolutionary right here.
Oh yeah, NBA.
And you know what was so nice about 2K and all the 2K series is the fact that they competed with the Maddens.
Yep.
They would sell for $20 and they were arguably better.
Way better
than what Madden was putting out and those other games were putting out.
I agree. And Mensa, 2K used ESPN coverage. So they would announce the game as if you're watching it on ESPN.
Yes.
That was groundbreaking. Not knocking Madden, but hey, what's up, Steps Gaming?
Hello.
What we got here? SNES.
PS1.
PlayStation. Okay. I'm not disagreeing so far.
Yeah. So
okay, PC Master Race. I won't disagree with that. But the Switch needs to go higher.
Yeah.
But you know what though? The Wii.
The Wii?
Yeah, you know.
It's still good.
Hey, Mensa got me getting the Wii. I forgot about the Wii until this dude sent me a video. I went and pulled my damn Wii out and trying to mod the shit now. So I mean, hey,
my son,
love it.
Son plays on it now. It's his favorite system right now.
Tech Buzz said Xbox trash. Ooh, you're gonna get some people up in here. Now, I do agree. I like PlayStation. I've always been a Sony fanboy. I'll admit that. I did own Xbox though. I had the OG, still got it, and it was good. But I like Sony. I mean, I'm just being real. I like Sony better.
Yeah.
Wii is retro now. What the hell? She's right though. She's right.
Yeah, but here's the deal: the Wii redefined gaming again because the Wii basically made it like the old era. When the old era was your parents would play the Nintendo with you because things were simple and basic. And that's what the Wii did. I remember there was this older couple. They came in and the person said, they mentioned their grandson or something like that. And they're like, oh, you're going to buy this for your grandson? They're like, no, we're going to buy it for ourselves. I remember doing physical therapy in the service. And guess what they had in the there? They had the Wii U Sports, the Wii U Fitness. The physical therapy.
So Wii Fitness with the little board that you can step on.
Yes, because they had the weight board, and they'll tell you ain't doing your push-ups right.
That thing was revolutionary.
It's no joke.
The Wii Sport.
That thing did work.
Yeah, worked great.
And I'll tell you what, Nintendo always had a groundbreaking peripheral. Think about it's so cool. The Power Glove. Then you had the trackpad. You had the Nintendo Satellite, they called it, where you had a multi-tap. I mean, Nintendo been innovating. There's no argument there.
Don't forget the Gyromite, the robot.
Oh, the Gyromite. Oh, how could I forget that? Duck Hunt, the Zapper. I mean, who was first? I want to know. Where's my gaming historians at? Was
Super Scope 6.
Super Scope 6. That game was hard, too. Who was the first to have a light zapper on the console? Was it Nintendo? I know Sega had the phaser.
Well,
I mean, Sega had
to find that. What you consider a light zapper, though?
Well, the light gun. So, well, I guess
I mean, because there was things that it like did it like that. Because I remember there was one where it would like play like a pre-recorded thing, and you get to shoot at it, and then it took a
VCR thing, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it would take the score, and because I remember it was like a playing game or something like that, and you would shoot.
So Phil said it was
and keep the score at the end.
Is that right? That the light phaser was first? I didn't know that.
I missed this one.
So he said the Sega light phaser was first. Huh. Didn't know, but the game sucked on the light games on Master System were terrible. It ain't hold a candle to Duck Hunt or
the Wii's were dangerous. But you know, if you did that, you were ignorant because you used the straps.
You by the time use that in the platform.
It's like the VR now where people running into stuff. It's like, come on, folks.
So wait, Canada Phil educating. He said in the late 70s, Pong combo games had light guns. Oh, okay. Well, I'll stand corrected.
It was between the NES and the Master. See, I never messed with the Master System.
I never messed with who in here on the panel and in the chat had a Master System? I never owned a Master System.
No.
Who in here had a Master? I never had a damn Master System. I don't know anybody with one.
I've seen one. I've never owned one.
My cousin had it, but I didn't like it over the Nintendo.
Hell no. Nah.
And I think after the Sega Master, I think She Lion brought it up. Was it the Mark III? It was a smaller console.
Oh, the Mark, yeah.
After I guess Sega merged with Tonka for whatever weird reason.
Oh my God.
That was it.
Okay.
Phil said the Telstar. I remember seeing a Telstar. I never owned that. That was a little bit before me, Phil. Sorry. I know what you're talking about, those. But yeah, Sega did have the 3D glasses, but Nintendo did too, guys. Trivia: what game used the 3D glasses? Come on, Mr. Prince.
I don't know about that one. I know about the VR system.
The Virtual Boy?
I had the Virtual Boy.
Nope. There was an NES game, and y'all know this game. It used 3D glasses.
Hogan's Alley?
No, it was Rad Racer.
Oh yes,
I remember now.
That's right.
Wow.
Glasses, and then it was 3D.
I forgot about that.
Right.
So Paul, you worked at Toys R Us and admit the Neo Geo was one we had, but no. Hey, because it was $1,000, it was equivalent to $1,000 back then. I don't know anybody that had a Neo Geo.
That's one of those Montgomery Ward Christmas catalog things.
I remember seeing the Neo Geo and like an EB Games way back kind of thing, and
hell no,
it was ridiculous, man.
Games was what, $300 a piece just for a fucking
I mean, because if you do inflation, you're looking at today, those games were $500, $600.
JLS, you got a complete in box what? Don't say Neo Geo.
But you know what's funny? People are complaining about the cost of the systems and the games, but if you think about it, they're either staying on par or they gotten cheaper. If you do the inflation differences, your Nintendo was way more expensive than the PlayStation 3.
The Lynx was garbage. I agree with Paul. Paul's a Toys R Us employee. So Paul, speak on it. What sold? What was selling in the mid 90s? What? We know Game Boy. I'm gonna guess Game Boy, NES, SNES, Sega. Anything else? Game Gear.
It's cute and all that the Atari, like these systems came out, but I still don't. I mean, I don't have nothing to say other than my own thoughts. But I still say the Nintendo still crushed them well. Because Nintendo lasted well beyond its years.
Yeah.
Oh, it's still right now. My kid,
yeah.
And my kid right now likes it.
And I think Bonk's Adventure did better on the NES than it did on the TurboGrafx.
Right.
Way better. Oh, look. So Paul said Genesis, Game Boy, Super Mario 3 was out the wazoo. Hey, I can see Super Mario. That was the best Mario.
But why? Do we remember why, though? It got sharp on that movie.
The movie. Yeah. That was
Nobody knew about that secret until they watched that bloody movie.
You got to watch the movie. Hey, and I went to the movie theater to see that shit, and everybody's like, "Ooh," but they didn't have the game because the game. I don't remember if the game was. I didn't have the game when I saw Wizard. So
it wasn't out. It was the first time that a game was being like demoed like that.
So
you know,
everybody went and got that damn game. I know
yeah, after
I
the
did.
fact, right? Because it wasn't
That's
out
on my
yet.
list.
So it was basically a Nintendo commercial,
It was an expensive ass commercial. Nintendo was smart.
and it played out.
It's so crazy because I think during that year, was that 1990? What year was that?
89 or 90? 89, I think. 89.
Because it was very early because it was Fred Savage in the movie.
Yeah, he was still on Wonder
Yeah,
Years.
and he was still a little kid. So
Yeah, he was
and
still on
I was
Wonder
like his age.
So you had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Batman, Ghostbusters 2, that movie. And then after that year, in 1990, it was what? Mega Man 3. Then
When did RoboCop drop?
that was late 80s.
Like late 80s, right?
Late 80s.
the late 80s, the Nintendo games killed whatever was on Sega.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, hey, Paul, I agree with the EA Sports games. I got a bunch of those still. And they had so many EA Sports games. They had the Madden, the NHL, the NBA Live 95. They had baseball. They had so many damn games for EA Sports.
But for me, EA only took over because the 2K series were no longer able to hold on to the NFL license.
I agree.
Otherwise, how can you beat $20 versus $60 and they're still beating the quality? I'll take that $20.
I agree. So To Die For said somebody in high school that he knew had a TG16 and came and brought it to his house after school.
Ooh.
Man, I didn't know anybody with a TG16.
I did.
You did? Really?
Rich. I was in the 5th grade, and the guy bought those little cards, I guess, for
the flashcards, yeah. Or flat, whatever you call them, as whatever.
Yeah.
I got lucky, Phil. I was able to go to Toys R Us like before they opened, kind of thing, and get one. Because that was another thing. People didn't really mess with Toys R Us when it came to getting the items first. They would go to the mall.
They would go to the mall,
or something like that, or to the GameStop. They didn't think about going to the Toys R Us. Yeah. Not where I was at.
They was lined up at Babbage's. What was the other one? EB Games.
Heck, even Walmart.
Toys.
Walmart. Funko Land.
Service merchandise.
Yeah, Funko Land.
Y'all remember Service merchandise? Did y'all have that out there?
No.
Hey, I got one for you. Circuit City.
Oh, hell yeah. Circuit City, man. Oh, Montgomery Ward.
Did you guys have a store called Best?
No.
Mm-hmm. It was like an appliance. It's almost like Circuit City.
No, we had Cons.
Caldor?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Wow. Man, Chris, where were you at?
He bringing up DC stuff. DC stuff. Local.
Wait, what about Zayres?
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard of Zayres. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard of it. Steph said her grandma worked. So here's the thing. Steph's brought up Wards.
My dad worked there.
Remember when those department stores dropped their own consoles? Like Sears had a version of the 2600. It was Sears branded, but it played 2600 games. I think Montgomery Ward had some version of a game.
I got a Game Boy and a Game Boy games, and guess how I end up earning them?
How?
Kool-Aid points.
Oh, I remember the Kool-Aid points.
Oh my God!
Kool-Aid used to have a magazine.
Hey,
catalog.
It was more than just a magazine. It was a catalog, like yay thick, like a Sears catalog. And then they would have like a mound of Kool-Aid in the store, and you would walk up to the catalog. Hey, let me tell you something. So my mom, I got all my birthday presents once from Kool-Aid points. I got a 5-speed bicycle. Like, it was cool too. Like, you push it in like a controller and you change the speed. I got a bicycle. I got a remote control car, and it won't one of those cheap ones that you always get where they can only reverse.
Right.
So which way? Like, I got that. I got a Game Boy and a Game Boy game. And it was no joke. She had them leaf-size garbage bags, dump them in the middle of the floor because everybody out of work contributed for like a whole year. And it worked, man.
Boy, oh boy.
That's hilarious, man.
Yeah. Bring it Kool-Aid points, man.
JLS say Circuit City. So I saw somebody, fellas, in the chat bring up the Sega Nomad. Now, I remember the Sega Nomad because it played actual cartridges. It was a portable. That was the first time I seen something like that. So yeah, Sega did pioneer on that one because then you can play with Genesis.
Bradley's. Oh man,
Bradley. Yeah, I know Bradley's. Yeah,
Yes.
I know Bradley. So Tech, you got a Nomad? Damn, that would be a good one to pick up. He said he loves his Nomad. I still got my Game Gear though that took 30 batteries. Shit, man.
hey, quick question, because I remember a while ago Sega also, or on the Genesis side, they had a light gun too. Was that also called the Nomad? It kind of looked like an
I don't
AK
remember a Genesis
with a
light
scope
gun.
on it.
I don't remember that one. Haywood might. I don't remember a Genesis light gun.
That one's a good question.
I don't think Genesis had a light gun.
Yeah,
Man,
it was
I'm gonna
like
Google this.
Marlboro. It was. Ah, man, they had a light gun.
Huh.
Konami? Was it like a 6-shooter? Lethal Enforcer stuff?
Oh man, I can't remember. All I know it was all black, and I think it started with an M. But
I see it. The Minister.
yes, yes.
I don't think I ever seen the Minister.
Yeah.
Pull that up.
Pull
Yeah,
it-
pull that
Yeah.
up.
The only reason why I remember that is because of a Cookie Crisp cereal box that was giving that away.
I never seen this shit.
Yep.
I never knew about this.
What the hell? Who in the chat used the Minister? I've never seen.
Look,
What
it's
game
clean
was
too.
this?
It don't look bad.
It's nice, but what game was this for?
I don't know. I just knew that it exists.
Oh shit! Somebody said T2, the
Wait.
arcade T2. I have that game still.
Wait for Sega
I don't
Genesis.
remember using a damn gun for it. He said Genesis did have a light gun. It had It had the T2 cart.
No wires.
What? That motherfucker nice.
Mhm.
Oh, shit. Hey, that put
They
the
got a scope.
that thing like a little mini AK.
Yeah. See.
Blaze said T2 and Lethal Enforcers too.
Here's something good though. Like
How
this is
much
the
was
kind
it?
of stuff. Like we're talking about games. Why not accessories? You know, retro.
Let's talk about it.
accessories.
Retro accessory. That's a good idea,
Mhm.
miss. I need this. How much is it? $30?
One was like 30, 40.
That's cheap.
One didn't work at all, and then this one without a receiver or.
Oh, okay.
But the other one looked like.
Receiver.
See, this one says like untested. No
Phil said he
receiver.
had it.
This
Hey.
one says this
That's
one's a
the phaser.
Sega Master one. This one's clean.
That's the light phaser. I
Yeah.
remember that. I remember that one.
So wait a minute, guys. So the Sega Mini, right? Now, if you were to get that adapter, because there's certain controllers you could plug up to the Sega Mini, and when you hack into it, can you use that Minister with that Mini?
Bobby Vu.
That's a VU question.
Bobby Vu.
Or
Well,
Phil.
So Paul said he sold a lot more of the Super Scopes. Yeah, I've never seen a Minister.
Mhm.
I've seen a damn Super Scope, 100 million. Zaire, look that up. I never seen that either.
Oh, Zares. That's
Oh,
Zares.
Zaire. Oh,
That's
that's
the one you
Sparrow.
mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Y'all remember Finger Hut?
Oh, man.
Like Spiegel, remember Spiegel? The Spiegel catalog.
Yes.
Yep. My mom used to order out of that shit.
All right. I'm gonna have to ruin the fun. We're about that time. Well, we appreciate everybody
Yes, put his
joining
church
us.
finger up.
I'm gonna go ahead and while you guys talk, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up this stuff to get this giveaway going.
All right. So to wrap things up, we got the church finger. We got our pastor's coat tail pulled. Everybody, please go out and support Ryan. Let's get him to 20,000. You know, all jokes aside, he's at 18. He needed a couple grand left. He's got 4 days. I believe we all put our ducats together, our cheese, our moolah. We'll get him to 20,000. And we'll keep the magazine open. And I want to see people feature. I want to see a She-Line feature about full-size arcades. Canada Phil, I want you talking about these what you said, you want ColecoVision. I want to see you talk about some stuff in there. 6, you already know you submitting an article about that Sony Trinitron. I want to know why that thing is important. Please get out, put your money together, Even if you got $15, throw it out there. Support this man. Let's get him. He's a school teacher. He's a person of the community. Let's get him over to the 20,000.
Yep.
Any last words, fellas?
Again, for you independent developers out there on Twitter, like, look, this is a golden opportunity for you to make your game the most popular game within the next couple of years. 2024 is coming up. There's going to be a lot of new things coming out for Nintendo. Would love to see your game on the new Nintendo Switch that's coming out, or the PlayStations. And you could do that by joining or subscribing to Old School Gamer Magazine. It's worth it. The networking, the connections you make, the friendships, the live broadcast that is here for the magazine. So just reach out, donate right now, support the Kickstarter.
Yeah. Mr. Mensa.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Prince said it best. I can't follow up to that.
I'm about to say, man,
there ain't no one up in that.
let's just go and hit the ball.
All right, guys. So this is going to be from what I believe, a PS5 Madden 2024. Thank you to JLS Gaming.
Shout out to JLS Gaming
giveaway. Right here. So whoever wins this, hit me up some way, somehow. I'm on Facebook, here, whatever. Give me your details so we can get this going and give it out. I'm going to click this button here. So it's going to be off the cuff, all lowercase, hashtag off the cuff.
Get it in, guys.
That's our show. That's our brand. That's our motto, off the cuff. And
it's a way of life. Off the cuff is a way of life. That's how I live, baby.
Exactly. So let's go ahead and get it in, chat. Off the cuff.
Shout out to JLS Gaming for sponsoring this. Appreciate you. Hey, can I put my name in the hat? I don't have Madden 24 yet.
So hopefully
off the cuff. Come on, get it in, y'all. Off the cuff.
We got one entry only. I mean, I guess it's gonna be an easy win for somebody. So.
Hashtag off the cuff.
I'm about to put in too.
I'm about to shit. Hey, y'all playing.
You're gonna have competition. Y'all better
watch this.
There we go.
Y'all playing. Hold on.
We got 4 entries. We got 11 people watching. I don't know if y'all just don't want to give yourselves away or not, but swallow your pride. You know you want this game.
Folks, okay.
Come on in.
Give it a couple of minutes. We got 6.
Hey, come on in. Madden. Hey, and look, Phil, tapping in. Brand new sealed. Sealed.
I win.
All right, we got Mensa. What we got? Two more seconds.
Yeah, we got. I'm gonna give it about 8 more seconds, and I'm gonna click this. We got 7 entries in, 8 people. So, yeah.
Damn, Phil, I just saw you comment. Oh shit.
All right, time is up. Let's, go ahead and see who wins. Draw.
Let's go.
No. Prince Malcolm, no, come on.
Big Reese. Big Reese.
International shipping.
International. It never.
Sorry, only USA contestants.
USA contestants only. Now we play it. Hey,
congrats, man. You got my details. You got my details. Send me up.
Oh man, Big Reese. Hey, you said y'all. Hey. No, we teasing, man.
No, you're good, man.
You good, dude.
I'm gonna make sure this comes out to you.
6, you a day. Come on, 6.
Oh, I'm sorry. Too late. Now everybody's coming. It just jumped up by double. We went from 9. No, I'm sorry, guys.
Oh man.
All right. Hey, I want to thank everybody for joining us. You want to close it out, buddy?
Hey, support the Kickstarter. I'm about to pull out my wallet. I'm challenging everybody. Don't matter the level, because we ain't judgmental, because every dollar and every cent counts. Support it.
All right.
Maybe next time you could win this too. Oh, look at this.
Ooh, classic.
Run that here.
Yeah.
Orange,
Yeah,
my
here.
favorite flavor. Purple.
Purple.
All right, guys.
Nope. Yeah. Too soon.
Thank you for joining us. We'll see you guys next time.
All right. Peace.
Peace.